Hello everybody, welcome back to more Mario Odyssey. And thank God we're back with more Odyssey because, funny enough, I never would have said this back in the day, but I'm actually honestly glad to be back. I am starting to sort of come around. Hold on, so some of my mat here. I'm starting to sort of come around to Mario Odyssey and feel like it's a genuinely, relatively decent game, especially compared to the other little bastard that gave me a little too much trouble recently. And, yeah, that bastard in question being none other than Banjo-Kazooie. Which sucks, too, because I felt like I was having a decent enough time playing that game for a little bit. I got about 2 worlds in, and I'm actually recording this game after I just got done doing all that fun stuff, too, so you can probably imagine how much anger and hatred I still have left for Banjo currently. I don't know. I just felt like, honestly, it was bound to happen. Let's be real. It was bound to happen at some point. I was bound to hate that fucking game again. Which makes me very angry, too, because I don't want to. But I feel like I don't have a choice. And speaking of choice, please don't fuck me. Please, I don't want to do this again. I know, for those that didn't watch it, what made me angry the most was I couldn't find my way to Clinker's Cavern, which is technically the quote-unquote next level. And because Banjo's Hub World is just confusing as fuck for me, I guess. Which some people are going to say that's just a skill issue, and you're right. I'm not going to argue with that. I am dog shit. So, hey, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say that's not true. But I will say this, though. That was already kind of irritating me anyway. And then, on top of that already irritating me as is, then all of a sudden, well, not really all of a sudden, but I did kind of forget that to get to Freeze Easy Peak, you have to break a rock in the outer world, like in the hub world, which is fine. That's not a problem itself. Like, oh, well, you know, you just break a rock. But then, you gotta have the crocodile transformation from the swamp to even go into the little bitch. And I forgot you had to do that, so I'm over here just getting really upset at Banjo just in general. You know, just getting really irritated, really annoyed by the game already by playing the swamp level itself, only to find that, you know, I needed to break the rock while I was in crocodile form. I was going through there, and then I saw the rock, and I was like, oh no. And it was true. I had to do that, and I was like, fuck, dude, I'm done. I can't take it anymore. I honestly cannot take it anymore. And like I said, you know, skill issue, sure. Obviously. It's been a while since I've even played Banjo in the first place. So in all fairness, I haven't, you know, I had forgotten, I'm sure, plenty of things that the game would have probably made more sense to do. So, once again, Banjo is not a bad game, but fuck me, I'm tired of it. I can't take it anymore. So you guys get to see maybe potentially a bit more Mario Odyssey instead. We might change things out, or I might do the thing I was doing before where I'll switch between this and maybe AI Limit or something. I don't know. Nobody seems to care about AI Limit yet, so I don't think anybody's going to really care much if I do end up doing it. Or end up doing this one, who knows. I don't think it really matters, so we'll see. If you come back this way, I'm pretty sure there's a moon. This is main progress. Never mind. I mean, to be fair, there is a moon here. Because this is main progress, but still, though. Alright, annoyingly enough, I don't know why you have to, but you have to shake the controller in order to do an attack. I wish you could have a button for it, but the game devs were like, nah, we're not doing that. It's not a big issue, just one of those minor things that's like, man, I really wish they would have done this instead, but they didn't. So, once again, not a big deal. Just something to kind of watch out for if you're doing this, because, you know, you shake around and your titties bounce, and don't feel so good sometimes. But, luckily, since we are a cheap, I can get away with not having to breathe underwater. So once again, actually a really good concept for Mario Odyssey, though, is the whole being able to steal, or I should say possess enemies Because honestly, it's a pretty neat idea. And it works quite well for the game. So, okay, they were just coins. It was sort of a waste of time, I guess. Unfortunately, if you do happen to unpossess an enemy, they will teleport back. Also, something else I want to say. I understand that with, you know, Paper Mario, like Paper Mario 2 pisses me off to no end, too. And you're probably wondering, like, why is it okay for you to not quit out on that game, but we want to see Banjo. Look, Banjo is going to continuously piss me off. Paper Mario 2 probably will too, but I don't think to the extent of Banjo. So, in all fairness, Banjo's gotta go. It's gonna make me rage so bad, so often, so consistently. I'm not, yeah. Besides, Paper Mario 2 was for a project, but even then, yeah, I don't know. Kind of have to have about finishing that one too at the same time, but I'm going to chapter 6, and it's like, just at some point just do chapter 6, man. Like, it's not that difficult to do it. But I don't know. I don't know. Everything's irritating. I forgot how these games work. I forgot how Mario Odyssey worked for a second. All we have to do is just go collect what we need and get the fuck out. We don't have to really play the game, quote unquote, which is very neat. I mean, obviously we have to play the game, but I mean, you know, yeah. There's not much super hard requirements for me to do. I don't have to worry too much about, do I have enough whatever to do this or anything, so I can just get these last 2 moons, get the fuck out of here, and move on to the next world if I wanted to. It's really that simple. Which is cool. There is going to be one water world that's going to piss me off, though, like, massively, I'm sure. Or maybe not massively, but just enough to where it will be slightly more aggravating than most of Mario Odyssey. I forgot the name of it, but I know the world offhand. And that one's going to give me some slight issue. So, can't wait for that to happen. Yes, I see the Peach. I know. I forgot what she wanted. The Lock Lady dress. Okay, that's what it was. You have to dress like a swimmer to get in there. And luckily, well, I mean, I think we have it anyway. I think we have the swimming outfit anyway, but unless they want, they probably want that actually. Maybe. What? Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough purple coins somehow. Oh, fuck, that's gonna get really irritating seeing that. Sure, I'll get this. No, let's not. Let's just go get those purple coins, come back, and then we'll try that. I mean, unless you do need... Yeah, maybe. I could check. Yeah, I could do that. I could check to see if this works or not. But those are just... Wait, those are boxer shorts. Those aren't swimwear. Those are boxers. Okay. Oh, whatever. It's fine. We'll come back. We'll grab the more purple coins, and then we'll be back on our way. Alright, well, at least we know that's there, and I can do pretty much just everything else. And there is a top thing to this place, by the way, so you can swim up here and do all this fun crap. And I think there's a scarecrow thing somewhere. You know, I kind of forgot how much it feels good to play a game that doesn't treat me like I'm a horrible human being. You know, it doesn't just lock me in a cage all day and says, here, play this fucking game and suck dick at it. Be terrible at it. It's very baffling. I'm surprised. I'm impressed. I don't know. I was in shock. More coins. Now I have 10. You know, as soon as I'm just going to go do something else, it's like, well, now I got 10 coins now, so... Whatever. You know, I bet you anything this extra moon grinding I'm doing is going to end. Most likely, probably around the time when I start getting to the later kingdoms. When I start not caring too much about doing those later kingdoms. Was this the one that took me in here? Yeah. My bad. I was not paying attention. More purple coins there, but I'm ready. I guess we're going. Yeah, somehow my brain just completely just lost track of what I was doing. I guess most likely my brain was like, yeah, we gotta get those purple coins now. And it's like, okay, fine, whatever. We'll do it, I guess. Shit. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. I think we might be able to... I don't know why, but I could never, for some reason, wall jump and land on my hat. I don't know how to do that very well, I guess. But I know how to do that, so... Beats the hell out of me. And that one's just going to pop up way the fuck over there. So now I got to go cross this. Does anybody else get Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure 1 vibes from this area? I always did. This, I think, just stays unlocked forever. Yeah, that's just a shortcut, so... Good. And then... Let me think. This, I believe... Okay, it's just a little cove thing for me. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? How... I know I keep bitching about Banjo over here. Sorry. It's funny how... I'm completely okay with the idea of just suffering while playing, like, Crash 4. Even though I haven't been doing that lately. But, you know, I'm still relatively, I would assume, most likely comfortable with doing Crash 4 more often than doing freaking Banjo-Kazooie of all things. Which you think would be the opposite. Be like, oh, well, you should just do Banjo-Kazooie. Because it's the easier game. That may be the case. I mean, it is easier to 100%, to be fair. That much I would agree upon. I do think that 100% wise, Banjo takes the cake. Like, I can do it, it's just that constant fucking backtrack shit that they do on you. That's what really fucking got on my nerves. I mean, in all honesty, it still is just a case of other things were bugging the shit out of me, too, while I was doing it. Nothing external. I'm just talking about, like, in-game. Everything was just aggravating the hell out of me. So I was already on edge, just playing the game as is. Let's go do this challenge thing real quick and get this over with, because it's right here. Well, first let's go grab the moon. Because it'd be silly if I didn't. Oh, and then there was that one part, like, since I'm playing on Switch 2, I do have access to rewind feature for 64 games, which I think is still stupid as fuck that they didn't just implement it in Switch 1. I don't know why. I don't know. Making that a selling point for Switch 2 is very odd, if that's what they were trying to do with it. Regardless, having that feature is really nice for somebody like me who just doesn't want to have to deal with shit all the time. And thank God for it, because I kept forgetting it was even a thing. And there was one point where, because I'm playing the 64 version of Banjo, I do technically own the 361, but honestly, I should have just done that. I should have just sat there and waited for the 361 to download. Because I would have saved myself so much fucking trouble if I had. Either way. So, if you leave the world, all the notes you collected are gone. You gotta go recollect them again. You have a high score, which carries over into the overworld, which is nice. But if you're like me and you want to try to 100% the game, then it's just hell on earth. If that happens. You know. So, I didn't realize that dying also causes that to happen too. And that sent me into hysterics. If you happen to watch the video, you know what I'm talking about. But I genuinely thought it was funny as fuck, though. I'm not gonna lie, because it was just like, yeah, that's just rare for you. That's just what they do. They make everything a fucking nightmare all the time. You know, I kind of forgot this was even here. Not gonna lie. I was wondering about that because, so, Donkey Kong Bonanza does the same thing that Odyssey does, which, to be fair, you could argue that, well, yeah, it does, because it came after Odyssey. So it makes sense if it did do things after Odyssey. But a lot of the time, I think a lot of these challenges do tend to have secret moons that you can find. And it's the same regard as DK Bonanza, where there are sometimes, typically, secret bananas and stuff you can find too. The difference between Bonanza is the game will flat out tell you, like, yeah, by the way, there's like 3 bananas in here, so... Have I gotten that little... Hold on. Let me check something real quick. What did we... What the fuck? Wait, is this glass? Why? Why is this here? A challenge, I think, maybe? I think so. Because usually whenever you beat a boss of a world, they sometimes just give you extra things to do. And that rock, I don't remember how to break that, actually. I was going to say, I don't think I've done this yet. But either way, good news is, I'm feeling a lot more happier now that I'm playing what I would honestly consider a better game. And I think that's cool. You know, I think it's cool that I've started to kind of grow somewhat attached to Mario Odyssey. I don't hate it nearly as much as I did before, back in the day. It wasn't well, okay, it wasn't really hatred. It was more so like, I just don't really care for it. I thought it was okay, but that's about it. I thought the platforming was nice, but I wished it was for a different game, you know, that sort of thing. And like I said, I am pleased to say, at the very least, this game's not complete dog shit, so... And don't get me wrong, it's not that I hate games with challenge, it's just that I fucking hate Banjo-Kazooie's backtracking. It wasn't even the fact that it was challenging, it was just the fact that it was annoying about it. And somebody might say, like, you like God of War, that's got backtracking out the ass. Which is funny because the backtracking in question still leads to progress. Okay, well then Freeze Easy Peak still leads to progress too, so that argument's thrown out the window. Yeah, but it's different. It's the backtracking God of War, the original God of War, because people called it backtracking then, which, yeah, it is, but it's mostly just like you're going to the same place you've been before. You're going back to Athens again, but this time there's at least something different going on, like a different objective going on. Not something in the case of, oh, let me just go break this fucking rock, then go back to the swamp, turn into crocodile, come back to this fucking rock, and then go through hole. Because that shit is annoying. And I forgot to get the checkpoint, so you know what that means. Unless we appear right back here, we're kind of screwed. But speaking of you know what that means, maybe, just maybe, there's a chance I might fill that void of Banjo with something else. That gives me more than enough chance to just say, you know what, fuck it. It was a failed Let's Play. Let's just do a different game. And then maybe I go find a different game to do. Who knows? Luckily for you guys, that could always happen. We're not done yet. I'm not done here yet. I got more things I want to do still. I just want to put it in, get it over with, so Cappy will shut the fuck up. And yeah, next time will be the Wooded Kingdom, I think. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Whatevers. I'm not done yet, hang on. Calm down, game. Because there's still plenty of other stuff to do. Like potential challenges and such. Then there's this, which I think is for amiibo stuff, I think. And that rock is for moon crap, so we don't need that. No, I honestly forgot we're doing Kirby Star Allies. I've only ever finished one Kirby on this channel. It's crazy. So somewhere around there, there's a moon. So we're gonna go back to Cascade and go grab that one. Alright, well, we can get this real quick. Let me just go ahead and jump on these guys first because I feel like they make the most sense to jump on. Okay, maybe that doesn't work the way I thought it would. I mean, that works. Okay, good. We got it. Alright, cool. Man, there's still, like, one more. Okay, we don't need all of them. Alright. Alright, good. I was gonna say, like, if we needed all of them, that would suck. Because I don't see I don't see anywhere I can go to reach to a female Goomba. That's what it basically is. A pink Goomba girl. Skipping! Come on, let's see here. It would be nice if this took us back to Cascade, but even if it did, well, yeah. I think you'd be just too far to reach in the first place. Like here, for example, it's like I could probably... No, you can jump off here. Never mind. Yeah, you can totally jump off here. But there's certain levels where, like I think like with New Donk, it's just such a far distant place that you can't jump off of. Not gonna lie, I actually like that concept of jumping the paintings and using that to travel to other worlds that you could go to later. Oh, fuck off. I hate doing this, man. I know it's not hard, but it's just... It almost feels like it's RNG sometimes. These little bastards just don't come over here. Get your fucking ass over here, dude. Why are you making this harder on me? Come on. I think if you did have... If you did have Rumble on, I think it would actually be more effective. I believe so. I'm not sure. Alright, we can make our way back. To that one thing we needed to get up to. Would you fuck off, guys? Like, seriously, goddamn. They just won't leave me the hell alone. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this... It's funny how Odyssey does look slightly closer to Galaxy than I thought it did before, back in the day. Like, I still kind of get those Odyssey vibes, just a slight bit. Which I understand that, yes, it's still, you know, a 3D platform Mario game. By the way, you can glitch yourself out here somehow. I'm not sure how to do it myself, personally, but I know I've seen speedrunners do it. Yeah. Thank you, Banjo-Kazooie, for making me angry. It gives me it gives me more it makes me see this game in a better light, to be fair. Yeah, unfortunately, we have no Cappy, which means that we're going to have to do all this by ourselves. Now, they have that thing set up to where it's like, oh, here, use this as sort of a thing that will show you where to go. Oh, yeah, that thing's open now. Okay, so the rock's gone, so we can do all that now. And then once we get out, we'll go get that checkpoint, and then go back up that way where the boss was, and go check if there's any more stuff I can do. So this one is one of those... How do you... That's right, okay. It's a move block puzzle. You have to... See how it has, like, that bottom bit there? You kind of have to line it up just with that. And honestly, I'm not the best at puzzles like this, so... Fair warning, I might not be the smartest. Look, I'm one of those people that looked up a guide on how to get the Magatama from... In Nocturne. SMT Nocturne. How to get that Pyrojack Magatama. What the fuck was it called? It was that little minigame thing you play with Pyrojack. I forget the name of it, but God, it was annoying as shit to do. Had like 30-some levels you play or some shit. I wonder what she says now. Oh. Okay. No wonder that thing was... I mean, it was closed up beforehand, but still. Yeah, hang on. My brain is just going to like 10 different places right now. I know, I'm just all over the place. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a seed we can grab too. Well, let's just... Alright. Let's go get the fucking fish and then we'll come back. I don't remember where the acorn was at. I think it's up top. So, I'll just go grab the damn fish. Go get the moon from the lady who wants to see a fish. Okay, well. Oh yeah, that's right. So this was a little pond thing the whole time. I didn't know that. Huh. That's kind of cute though, not gonna lie. Alright, cool. Fuck it. Alright, checkpoint first. Okay. Gotta get my priorities straight here. Figure out what it is I want to do first. It's not needed, but I just want to make sure if there's anything else extra over there. And get that checkpoint so in case we decide to come... Yeah, see, there's a scarecrow challenge right there, too. Now, granted, I wouldn't have known it was there unless I either decided to pop back to the checkpoint or at the very least saw it in the distance. But, hey, I would have gotten here a lot earlier if I'd known about its existence, so... Yeah, we're going to play this DK64 style. The only thing you can do is just high jump everything. Alright. Last but not least, I want to say the last thing on my list to do is probably get the outfit. How do we check how many moons we have here? We're missing, like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it tells me up there. About, like, 14 more. And about 4 more power coins. Or, what? Power coins? Purple coins. Let's go get that swimmer outfit and see what that does for me. There. The thing is, like, I could just spend all the other coins on just a bunch of random shit for no reason. That's kind of cool looking, not gonna lie. Because let's be honest, like, you're gonna get all the rest of the coins anyway, so you could just spend them. Which I think is kind of cool, though. I love the idea of what they did with purple coins in this game. I love it. I really, truly do. And now this. Okay. Cappy looks fucking dumb on there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm starting to love this game a little bit more now. And that's a good thing. I'm glad that I can say that. Alright, cool. I was gonna say, this is a swimmer outfit. I don't see why it wouldn't be. And those are just pillars, so... Alright, perfect. It's just one moon, but I'll take it. Now, where else could I possibly go? Let's just teleport out and see, because I don't know. I'm not sure what other stuff I'm missing, though. I'm not, like, dead offhand, I can't think of anything else. So this might unfortunately be one of those where I'm just going to have to finish it. I mean, we're still missing 4 purple coins. But it's not like I'm going for all of them anyway. It's just, you know. Just one of them things. I don't know. I don't know where they would be. They have to be like in some random... Okay, so there's that acorn thing still. And if memory serves correct, I think it's behind one of those boxes maybe. Or maybe from... Have we done this yet? I don't think we have. I don't remember. We might have. We have not. Okay. Well, good. Because I remember there being a zipper challenge somewhere in this level. I just didn't remember where it was. I'll take it. Why not? So that's where our key is. I know I said that sometimes there usually is like a secret moon in just about every challenge, but I don't know if every single challenge has a moon. Like an extra one or not. I'm not 100% certain. So, I think this is one of the ones that... Fucking criminy. How the fuck... I mean, if it's there, you can do it, which is cool. Although I think this probably leads me back there anyway. Yeah, it just leads me back to that anyway. So, would have been a waste if I decided to jump all the way over there just to stick around it. Let me check something real quick. I was hoping for a triple jump! Oops. I'm not a clown, and I'm not a children's entertainer. You know what's kind of dumb about that line is the fact that, like, even though you're not a children's entertainer, I mean, plenty of YouTubers just tend to entertain children. I mean, there's, you know, even when I was a kid, I still watched YouTubers like pretty much everybody else, so... Technically, yeah, you are a children's entertainer. I don't remember if you're supposed to unzip this one or not. Well, we'll do it anyway. And just as I thought. Oh, never mind. It did not kill us. Very cool. Yeah, it seems like almost every single challenge does have a secret moon to it, so I have to keep that in mind. Sorry. I know it's like one of those things where it's like, well, don't apologize, just don't do it. I know. But that comes with the territory of commentary. Your voice gets all fucky. At least I'm not snorting into the mic. Like some fellas like to do. Honestly, I don't think there's any reason for me to even bother using the zip thing to get across! Dude, are you fucking kidding? Can I not jump properly? God damn, I'm dumb. Like, it's not that difficult to make this jump, but I keep fucking it up. It's not that hard, bro. Whatever. Oh, yeah. It was funny. Well, think about something else to kind of give myself to do besides Banjo. I was thinking, you know, is there any Bioshock content I've done yet? Technically, there is. Like, unironically, there is. There's Minerva's Den from Bioshock 2. There's the DLC shit from Bioshock 1, which, eh. And then there's, you know, Clash in the Clouds, Burial at Sea, that kind of thing for Bioshock Infinite. Minerva's Den would be one thing, technically, but I don't really feel like it. And at the same time, I don't really feel like doing, Infinite either. So, just not really big into Burial at Sea. The first Burial at Sea, sure. I didn't mind the first one, but it's like that second one I just got really bored of. I have also unironically thought about doing like VN reading Let's Play, but it would have been probably just Sayano Uta if anything. And I would have to unpatch that one. Or I would have to patch that one, actually. Or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I would have to make sure I don't play the uncensored one. Or I can just cut out all the... Yeah, that's true. I'm an editor. I can do that. Yeah, surprise, surprise. I can edit videos. Didn't know that about me, did you? Alright, I think we've pretty much just done about everything we can do. That I'm well aware of. I mean, there could always be, like, extra small challenges I might have missed. There is, of course, the 4 coins we didn't grab. And not sure where they're going to be at, though. Come to think of it, is there actually... No, there's no coin finder in this game either, which is surprising. Well, you know, there's one thing we can do, this. It might not help me, though. But, hey, you know, it does its job a little bit. Could be those, could be behind those, maybe. Now, usually I think whenever there's purple coins, I think the game just makes it to where you can still always have a chance to get them. Like, nothing usually ever fucks you over. I'm taking out this outfit. I hate it. I don't think it looks very good on me. What kind of Mario hat is that? That's just a regular fashionable cap. Alright, cool. On to the next one. Wooded Kingdom. Wherever. Yeah, there it is. That's not it. How do I, Oh, that's right. We hit the globe. I keep forgetting that, actually. Yes. Or back to Cascade real quick to check what moon was hidden there. That's Cap. Which reminds me, if I'm not mistaken, so the way to activate the pictures, the way to get them to work is you have to click on a photo in order to make it to where the game will let you see. It'll make the moon pop up. The moon pop up. I just realized something. We have the whole Cap Kingdom to do, too. Oh, fuck. Alright, fine. We'll come to the Cap Kingdom next time, actually, and just finish that shit up. We'll wait on Wooded Kingdom. We'll do that next time, then. How about that? Yeah, let's... Okay. Alright. We'll make a whole episode dedicated to the Cap Kingdom. Or at least the beginning of it. And then whenever I finish all the kingdoms, if I decide to go back and grab some extra moons for the fuck of it, because if I like the game enough, I could. You know, just little extra bits of content, just for fun. Until I get tired of doing things. That could always happen. Alright, so not gonna lie, I'm not sure how these picture things are supposed to work. I'm not sure how you're supposed to find any of these moons whatsoever. If I had to guess, maybe I need to use our little friend, the dinosaur. Before we do that, though, I don't know why they explain that every single time. Like, I'm well aware. But might as well buy everything I can. And that was... Wait, I got all the coins, didn't I? I think I did. I certainly did. I certainly goddamn did. Hell yeah. And while we're here, might as well get an extra moon. Technically yes, but no. I want this instead. And usually they say buy this one last when you're buying stuff because it just kicks you out of the store. So, there you go. We could check for any extra stuff while we're here too. To be completely fair. I mean, there's plenty of other... I'm sure there's plenty of other moons I don't have yet that I kind of missed out on here. I mean, yeah, we're missing like 9 more, I think. Have we done this challenge? Yes, okay. By the way, I think you just need to jump on top of it to reset it. So we're missing 9 whole moons, and I'm pretty sure one of them's got to be the thing that we're trying to go do now. If this was DK, then you could just smash into this dirt here, and then after that, you would just eventually get a thing. So these rocks take forever to fucking break, by the way. And there's no way to pick them up either. Never mind, I'm wrong. Once again, I have been proven wrong almost immediately right after, too. I know I talk about Crony a lot, which is funny, because I don't really watch her that much. No offense to her, though. I like Crony and all. It's just... My VTuber-isms have fallen out over the years a bit. As in, I don't really watch much VTubers nearly as much as I used to. But either way, I was seeing a thing of her playing Elden Ring, and then she was making fun of people falling off a cliff, and then just immediately does it too. That was kind of funny. They even gave the dinosaur's neck... They even give him, like, jiggle physics. I'm going to try the Triceratops head once again, because I'm ever so certain... Wait, how the fuck are we supposed to get over there then? Oh. Hopefully this works. I mean, there's tons of just breakable things around here. I would assume that one of them has got to have a moon inside of it somewhere. Unless it's one of those where you have to slam. It could be. We might have to slam shit to get to up here. Alright. Well, see you later, Yoshi. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is... Rumble, right? Rumble's got to be on for this. There it is. Yeah, probably. No, because I don't feel it. What the fuck? Wait. Something just happened. I heard I felt a click. Is it only just the one click? I don't know. Like, it clicks right here. Where in the butt fuck? Is there a certain harder click? Wait. That was me rolling around. Okay. I'm not sure how these painting things are supposed to... I forget. I'm not painting the pictures. I don't feel it anymore. What the like, it's right here. The game's just telling me no, it's not. Unless it's like directly in the middle of each one. I could look it up. Yeah, I'm going to do that real quick. Sorry about this once again, but I have to know if I'm doing this even right at all. Let's see here. That's something else. We're looking for Cascade here, guys. Luto, Sanders, and blah blah blah. That's on a fucking rock. Ground pound the spot where that fossil would be at. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is a case of clearly I went too far and broke too much stuff. Now I must suffer for my actions. Yeah, that was 100% my bad on that one. I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that that's how that worked. So I think the idea is look at the picture and then find the difference. Although I don't think that's the case for every single one of them though. I don't think spot the difference is just gonna happen all the time. If memory serves correct, I don't remember. But even then, still, it's like, God damn it. Of course. Alright, so what I planned on doing with this was try to find one of the horns I can attach Cappy to, but I don't think that's actually going to work. No, I think it's... This one? No, you can't. Yeah, you can't attach Cappy to anything. I don't know. I could have sworn this had something in it. It's very possible I might have just been misremembering things again. Alright, but anyway, I will go ahead and head to the Odyssey real quick. And we'll head to Cap Kingdom and do that one next instead of doing Wooded. To give ourselves like a slight little break before things get annoying, I guess. Because Wooded does kind of annoy me just ever so slightly. It's not a completely terrible kingdom, but it's one of those where I'm not a big fan of doing it too much. So, why not go back and go fix up Cap as much as we possibly can? Just for the fun of it, right? Kind of weird that you could just skip that one like normal, but you can't skip. There's like some of them you can't skip unless you hit skip. Okay, that one actually worked that time, but still. Alright, anyway. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more Mario Odyssey. And as always, take care, everybody.